Hey, all you party people. Welcome to 1 a.m. Saturday my time and 4 p.m/3 p.m. your time for all you Japs and Aussies. It's come to my attention that, for whatever reason, you all guys seem to keep letting this small child and her two friends win these races. As to why, I will not know, but we need to make that stop. So today, we're gonna make that stop. Look, maybe it's because her level drops some cool items. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. But she's like the last person we'd be letting win this thing. I mean, I'm not really down for going to jail, and I'm also not down for having a lion and his pet electric friend win either, so anybody but the loli would be great to win. I have a sneaking suspicion, though, the reason she's in the lead is because her level probably drops a lot of good stuff, so everyone's farming that one repeatedly. Because other than that, I don't really see that character being that popular. What do I know? I'm not Japanese, but something seems crazy. Oh, there we go. Steve, Mama Boob Zerker got last place the last two races. It's nice to actually see her moving along. I don't foresee her actually winning this, but the goal is to let this chick right here, whoever this is, not win any longer. Last time I did this, I got some okay-ish pulls, but I did realize that this is sort of like the event previously. If you have the summer event characters or the swimsuit chicks, you get more drops from the items. So it's helped because I do one mission and I have like an entire team of swimsuit chicks and all the CEs and I just get rained good items. The only other problem is no one's really leveled that much. But as long as no one dies on Team 1, then I can go through Team 2, no problem. But if somebody dies on Team 1, I'm probably toast. And I'll do the one, each day I do the ones with the number on them, just to clear off the number, because I don't want to see it there. Call it an OCD thing. In NA, we're celebrating Halloween early? What the hell? Is something actually happening in North America? I was gonna say, I don't think that... Besides what came out with the game, what's the only thing that's come is that Nero Fest? And even then, that event was like, pretty much nothing. You just go in, you fight like 2 groups of things, and you leave. I'm guessing the early days of FGO weren't exactly the most exciting for people. Yeah! 2 crabs and a monster on the side of an island. You know, the last race was a little confusing because if you noticed, it took place in the middle of a volcano. And the racers themselves, the ones in the middle, literally were rolling over the volcano itself, inside the lava. I didn't question it, but I was like, huh. I do like this little, like, jazzy song. So what I've learned about this event, any chick in a swimsuit, and any character who is a part of this event, but as a different character, also counts as a special character you can use. So like the robot who transforms into the car, the chick with the sword. The only one I'm a little confused on is the Berserker chick from Argatha is the special character here. That one I'm not sure why. Yeah, I don't think NA was ever allowed to begin with. I mean, well, I guess that's a fair assumption. NA was alive for 2 weeks. And then once everyone finished everything, then it died. See, the last thing I checked NA, it's like, hey, you have an increased chance of rolling Joan of Arc. And I'm like, oh, cool. And then I looked at my account, I'm like, I have her. I'm like, well, guess I'm done. Also, for all you, I guess I would say technical aspect people, there is a Mimu fix out there now. I was going to attempt it before I started this, but it was going to take longer than 20 minutes, so that will be for a later time. But for all you emulator tryhards out there, there is a fix on the horizon. Actually, it is out there. Just do some digging. I mean, who knows how long it'll last, give or take, like, what, a week before they break it again, but it's fun to use while you can. Angry Chick is a part of the story. Huh. Is there really much of a story, though? It just seems to be like we race, we stop racing, then we race. Also, this is a fun trick I learned last time. If I can still... So if you click this button, and yeah, I think if you have this button clicked down... I lied. Well, there was a thing last time you can click one of these and only event characters will appear. Actually, no, I didn't lie. That's what's happening. Not only event characters, only characters with the event CEs will appear. Correction. I'm not insane. Also, pull-wise, I've done maybe 7 multis on this, and I've gotten 3 Frankensteins, 1 Berserker, Nobunaga, and for whatever reason, the classic writer Marie Antoinette. So, it's been meh. At least Frankenstein, I mean, I didn't give her enough credit. Her animations are pretty cool. It's happening again? Care to clarify? Two crabs and a slightly bigger crab with spikes on his shell to show that he's the Alpha and the Omega. Angry Chick is something happened. Yeah, that sounds about right to how we learn these things. Something happened, then something else happened. We don't read Japanese, so we're going to assume things continue to happen. The end. I'll say this though, Nobunaga has like the sweetest 4-star ascension. I mean, hot chick aside, she's literally radiating fire out of her. Yeah, you know, Riku, seems everyone's beating insane pulls in this banner. I got tricked by Ymir. He's like, I think he had pulled 3 5-star caster Neros at this point. Like, 7 multis in, I'm like, still haven't pulled a 5-star yet, but yeah. Everybody else seems to have her. You know, interesting enough, a lot of these newer characters actually have some really nice, like, abilities. Maybe I'm just too used to how Dokkan does things, but, like, a lot of them are, like, pretty unique in what they do. Because these kind of banners are typically something you'd have in a game that are just, like... They're just hot chicks in bikinis, but they're, you know, they're worthless. But surprisingly, they're insanely powerful. Oh my god. I just realized that's a guitar! Oops. I thought it was like a really long staff. Oh, it's the freaky... Oh goodness, it's the freaky Sphinx again. Well then. The only way to handle a Freaky Sphinx is to throw as much shit as I can at her. I've actually never seen Nobu's NA either. NA, SA. In fact, this is like the first time I've legitimately been able to use her as a full character. Because I have her at level 1, but I mean, I'm not going to use a level 1 character, so she sits in the back just gaining... Oh, what the hell you call it? The mating experience? Huh. Well then. Can't say I expected that. Awesome. Summoned a skeleton who started beating the shit over. Reminds me of Final Fantasy X if you use Anima with Seymour. They'll drag you underground and rip these chains off and start beating the living shit out of you. Yeah, I have it too. I have it 2 XP because I was farming this earlier. Like, when I'm personally playing the game, as much as I enjoy having, you know, the NAs, or what I keep calling it NAs, the SAs at 2 or 1x speed, it gets very slow. The bond experience, that's what I was thinking of earlier. Fuck, dude. I feel like I'm broken and tired tonight. I can't think of words, things are happening. My head's like forming all sorts of like bizarre scenarios. Now that I did know. Because I remember seeing someone use Nobu 3 times and she shoots a Kamehameha wave at the enemy. Did she actually say Nobunaga? Oh my god, because I'd only used her 1 time. I never actually saw her SA, but I was like, she just used the Kamehameha wave. I'm trying to think of another summer event chick I haven't used yet. I think there's might be 2 of them or so. Okay, maybe this. Who's this now? Wow. Well, if you're ever curious if she has the booty, she do. Wow. They left nothing to the imagination with that one. Can't say I saw that coming. The only thing I'm not 100% sure on is, so, remember back to the demon event, you could get items like those that will obviously increase that character's type, but I do believe if you use it with a certain character, they get even more bonus to what they were supposed to get. I just don't know what those characters are, and I think it's only the specific current characters. Seriously though, like, God. They really trick you with that. It just showed the girl turned around, like her back. So it's like, okay, so if I click on her, it'll just kind of show her back. Nope. It'll literally show her ass, pants half down, and everything. Like, alright, well. I guess when you make as much money as this company, you don't have to care anymore. Even better is, like, her standing here right now, you can't see her ass at all. I don't know if I should find it hilarious or not, but her normal character is the one I named after Violet Bunny, because it's a girl in Violet who looks like a bunny. So apparently Violet has just become the game slut. Congratulations. Dokkan layout? Where are you seeing a Dokkan layout? You mean my Goku? He's the avatar of my channel, dude. Showing Kid Goku doesn't mean Dokkan. I did not call that a slut. I said oh, her using that attack reminds me. That's why I haven't seen her yet. She's the one who's dressed up like a ghost the whole freaking time. Apparently that's some sort of inside joke in the game itself, because I just thought the deal is they give you a ghost, so your reward for, you know, I guess, ascending her all the way is you get the hot girl rather than a ghost. That's correct. I changed just a couple things. I also added a Pachinko machine that drops foos. So when people follow or sub, it just drops foos. It's actually really adorable because I just like watching foo bounce around. The Dokkan sub I did about an hour or so ago. It had about 40 or so people sub, and only, I think, looks like 3 people made it in. Apparently that Pachinko machine is harder to land than I imagined. But, like, when I was talking to Ymir, you said that apparently that's this bunny girl's, like, attack or, like, her something is those little ghosts. I honestly thought it was an inside joke, too. I'm not sure. You can try it. I've honestly never really been too clear on the whole if people sub and sub again, how exactly that works. Whenever I get a free moment, I can log into my what do you call it, my OBS, and I can do like a test, so we can test it out then. Alright, I want to see what Violet's full attack here is. Oh my god, she's suffering from the Tamamo syndrome. You keep saying Mighty Mouse. So she slaps the shit out of you, and then a big ghost merges out of the ground and then shoots an eye laser at you. Huh. Okay. Also, thanks for subbing, Omar. Also, thank you too, because I got to see my Pachinko machine work. I have multiple layouts, so earlier with Dokkan I saw it worked correctly, so now it's basically Fate's turn. Oh, it's the Sphinx lady again. Hello. This time I will slow it down. I want to see what, what's-her-face does. Ooh, one thing I do need to change is we're going to move the display capture down to about there. There you go. That way you can see the name pop up and the little food drop out rather than just the bottom. What you were seeing before is the game capture covering all that. There we go. I knew something seemed a little off there. Why do they... I don't really understand. Why do they keep giving assassins taunt? What is an assassin going to do with taunt? Like, they're the assassins. You'd have figured they'd be squishy. So why would you want them taunted? I'm no bueno. Oh, and her ability is an arts attack. Oh, so we just drowned them. So nothing morbid. You know, drowning them actually seems a little less, I guess, intense. From a game that typically, you know, shoots planets at you, you fly in the sky, there's meteors landing on you, Kamehameha waves. And then she just drowns you. Just seems kind of like so basic, like, oh, you're just drowned, that's it. Yeah, the problem with the Fu is, so the image you use has to fit a certain, I guess, like, how do you say, like, I guess, quality or size? Because what it'll do is, it'll offer you 4 images. And, the first image is basically, if anytime someone follows or subs to you, it'll drop an icon. And the icon that it gives you to start with is your channel icon. So, if I hadn't changed it, it would just show my YouTube icon, which is the little kid Goku fall down. So I changed it to Fu. It's also, kind of a, not really a side effect, but just the, so, you're seeing the entire screen here as big as it is. The Pachinko machine's on the very bottom, so I had to shrink it down to fit at the bottom. It could be much bigger, but it'll take up the whole screen then. Bingo. Hey, Kate. Oh, you got us. Oh. Like, look at this. God, I love it, because you could just put a bunch of swimsuit chicks in this, and it's like 3 plus 11, 11, 11, 11, and sometimes if it's just those nail boats, it'll be like plus 15. Maybe I'm just, like, overthinking it, but I feel like this is a lot easier to farm than the previous summer event where we were building that city. Blending it in like the others. What do you mean by that? Because everything is blended in a sense. Go, go, go! Plus 10. Okay. I think, at least for people watching right now, we should probably help Mama Riku win. Or Reiku, whatever you want to call her. She's been dead last every time. I think it's time to give her a little bit of love. I always felt kind of bad too, because the first race, like round 1, the little loli chick and the twins, they won pretty soon. It was like hours and hours and hours before like the Boob Zerker crossed the finish line. I was like 8 hours later. That felt really bad. I was like, wow. Either people are farming like crazy or they just do not give a fuck. Before the Goku, oh, the Goku and Saber gifts, those are basically like, okay, animated gifts that pop up. The Fu little Pachinko thing doesn't work like that, because it works the same way that the subscriber and follower icons work. It's basically a permanent selection rather than a quick selection. Wow. What ascension does Nero get those, like, crazy wings and guns she's wearing? Those things stand out like hell. So if she's not wearing them, it's very noticeable. Well, hello there, Red Mist. If you encounter a red mist, I feel like you should walk away from it, because nothing good can come from a red mist. So what inspired the name Red Mist? Ever since you finished the story, I haven't seen anything after you really besides the name. Did Jean get a swimsuit card? She got a swimsuit craft essence. Are you saying I haven't done anything FGO related, or just in general? This game is Fate Grand Order, or I guess more colloquially known as the Waifu Simulator. The goal of the game is to roll for hot girls. If you get them, level them, and then make them wear skimpier clothing, or turn them into bizarre things like this, where the girl shoots weapons and guns and angel wings out of her. Oddly enough, although it may be, you know, nerd bait, it's probably one of the most, I guess, I would say quality-wise games there is. Like, animation-wise, you're not going to find a better mobile game. They put a lot of quality and time into this thing. The best pay-to waifu game. There you go. That's the best way to put it. The pay-to waifu game. Oh, dude, your Japanese is really shitty. I know nothing of Japanese. I speak zero, so I think you'll be okay. You know, many of these games like this, even if they're fully Japanese-based, they always follow a formula, and once you understand the formula, you can find that playing the game isn't nearly as hard as you thought. You just have to get the basics down. And now that the NA version's actually out, you can use that as your base. Plus, there's wikis out there that I've actually used myself plenty of times for champions and stuff I don't know their skills of, so I can actually get, you know, the 100% what this person does. You see, some of the chicks in swimsuits, for some reason, will summon castles out of the water of statues of themselves and then fire lasers in every direction and murder everything on the field. One thing I will recommend is, some emulator, well, one emulator kind of works right now, but for the most part, you're going to have to play it on your phone. So when it comes to it, do the full download of this game, because without it, because of the quality-wise, it's kind of a memory hog. And if you don't do the full download, it'll take forever to do any sort of download. The double-edged sword to that is the full download's close to 5 to 6 gigs. That's ridiculous for any mobile game, considering I think Warcraft back in the day was like 10 gigs. Waifu Stimulator? No, that's a different game. I think that's not rated E for everyone. You know, there's a lot of Fu experience cards, but when is there actually going to be a Fu card? Like, legitimately, he needs his own little card. Well, he'll just, like, sit there all adorably in his little spot, but then, like, when he'll attack you, he'll do, like, all these vicious, like, eye beams and mouth beams and all this crazy crap. It fit the little guy well. "90% full of music and Dokkan." Well, Dokkan isn't that much of a memory hog. I'm pretty sure, I think it maybe reaches a gig or so. I mean, it gets beefier over time, but it doesn't quite reach what this game does. Who comes with Speedo Merlin on some... Yeah, you know, probably would. I think the problem with ever releasing like a new Merlin card is everyone's going to want the new Merlin card to be stronger than the current one. But as the current one is the most broken card in the game, the new one would have to be even more broken. So they're kind of up shit creek without a battle on that one. Chat's on slow mode because I turned it on slow mode. Because as much as I have enjoyed our months of spamming, I figured 5 seconds of, you know, slow mode seemed like a fair trade-off. And thank you, Streaky. Whenever we hit stride and we have a bunch of people subbing or following at the same time, you get to watch a bunch of foos all fall into the Pachinko machine. I should have had this set up whenever we gained 700 subs from that Dokkan thing. That'd have been hilarious watching 700 foos fall in that thing. But 5-2RSA looks like an energy ball is coming from his dick. Well, I have nothing to say about that. Alrighty then. I mean, I guess he does spread his arms like really wide, so I guess I can kind of give that view. This is partially why I don't like using my phone for this. Just like constantly gives me notifications about things I don't nice, like weak charge detected. I'm like, that's nice phone. I myself nor the chat needs to know that, but really depends on when I get less lazy. I have been pretty lazy with streaming this past week. I don't know what it was, I just thought it out. Like, I tried getting out of bed a couple days, I was like, I'm gonna do some streams today, but I was like, you know, I'd rather just watch whatever I was watching and go back to bed. And that was like a thing that went on for like the whole week. I am farming the racing event. So what I'm doing essentially is gathering materials to trade for something in the racing shop and also helping the racer I want to win go into first place. I haven't really understood the item distribution, but I think the first 3 people that get first, second, and third, you get the 5 items that they win then. But then 5th, 6th, or no, 4th, 5th, and 6th you don't get. So I guess you want to aim to get the 3 people that you want the items most from. I'm not demotivated streaking, I'm just tired. Like, I've been dealing with a lot of crap lately, and it's just like, ugh. Oh, don't. Okay, I guess they're gonna kill her. Alrighty then. I could have used a roll, you know, but nah. Ooh. I don't have her MP up. Well then. You know what? I guess let's go full crit. Why not? Actually, no. I should have given Tamamo some of that extra MP. What was I doing? What am I doing? 5K stream edge game voiced by GX Nuts. See, things like that would be fun, but like, the problem is with that is like, I honestly think YouTube would probably take the video down, because like, there is a limit to what YouTube will allow. Ooh, there we go. Hell yeah. Super crits. That is something I could do, Biz. I think one of you guys gave me a link to the I guess, like, H version of it. Because that's only been my biggest concern with that. It's like, it would be fun to read, but if I get to, like, some severely weird part that I legitimately can't read, then I'm just sort of, like, stuck. Because the next day I'll be like, you've been reported to YouTube for blah 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 blah. And I'm like, well, that's that. Also, I think reading a visual novel of that, like, magnitude with so many people will be a little bit harder than you'd think. Like, trying to have that coordinated correctly, where everyone's, like, only reading their parts and what they're supposed to do. Tell the YouTube cops not to come for me, Shrieky, and you'll be done. Frankenstein loves you more. Nobunaga loves you more. I'm feeling the love. Just woke up. Isn't it like 5 PM in like Australia? Yeah, get her out there. Aw, it trolled me. I thought it was 300, not 400. Well then. Back to the races. Yeah, it's 2 AM here, sadly. Shit, I wish I remembered which one... I know someone just posted a little bit ago too, but I forget constantly. If it's Raikou, I guess Buster, maybe? This is the wrong choice for Raikou, I apologize. When is Global gonna get banned? Great question, friend. Are you saying the Eclipse banner or whatever is not good enough for you? I wonder how many people back in NA rolled like crazy for Gilgamesh and then got him, but then have nowhere to actually use him because nothing new's come out. Quite the catch-22. What did everybody have? Okay, we use Buster. Why does the whole team have arts up now? Shit, what did I do? Apparently I turned on something. And I know how it is, Christopher. I got a feeling, because I know a lot of people went crazy for Gilgamesh, including myself. But I actually got a lot of good stuff on NA. I didn't get Gilgamesh, but I have like 3 or 4 5 stars and Kaleidoscope. And for a while I was like, I don't even know what I'm going to use all this on, because there's nothing to use it on, because I beat everything. The end. It's part of the race. You just get a free arts. Yeah, I know the previous race had the lava thing making you lose HP, but so this one just gives us arts because no reason. Huh. Wow! Now let's go with the crit half the people instead. I have enough to do 2 more multis, but I don't know. I kind of want to have a chance of getting the Schoolgirl Raikou or like the Maid Saber. I'm pretty sure the 5-star Nero is going to be in the next banner, and I have Frankenstein and Nobunaga already, which means the only one I'm missing is someone I don't remember. Ah, yeah, the spooky. Who's the 5-star next banner? Yeah, it'll still be there in the next one. That's because typically it normally is. God dang it. I had a feeling it might be the Saber Altar. Like, oh man. She's really cool from the couple times they've let you use her as like a guest champion. My only complaint is, so she's carrying a silencer pistol, but if you use her 3 attacks in a row, she whips out a sniper rifle. But I was like, why not just use the pistol she has in her hand? Where's the sniper come from? Why is this happening? I wouldn't say I don't want any of the servants. I don't want too many of them, but like 1 or 2 doesn't seem too bad. The Welfare Rider version. I'm not sure which one that is. I don't think I have any Saber Altars. I have plenty of Saber Faces. Yeah, there's too many riders. I have to agree with that. I was kind of wishing there might have been like a decent assassin in this, but I guess the only assassin is the spooky ghost. What is Raikou gonna? She's gonna be a Lancer. Yeah, actually, I'm not sure I'm gonna need her. I already have the Tamamo Lancer, and almost guaranteed Tamamo will be better than her if she's gonna only be a 4-star. So I'm not sure it's gonna be worth rolling for the Schoolgirl Raikou or not. I'm not sure she can kick a Chimera in the nuts. He's kind of like on all 4s there, in 3 separate heads, but I'm no Chimera expert. That's a lot of stars. Ding, 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 ding. 100% crit across the board. Alright. Oops, well. She's dead. She's stunned. But that's okay. I brought in a secondary Tamamo Lancer. Just in case the first one got stunned. That's better. We'll say goodbye to our friend that Chimera, because he ain't living through this. A Berserker with a BBB with 100% crit across the board? Yeah. That's bye-bye. Bye-bye! Wheels for days. Wheels, 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 wheels. Alright. Speaking of husbands getting op and non-op in peace, we didn't get a single male character in swimsuits. I thought everybody was telling me that there was going to be like a couple. I was expecting like some joke dudes. Go, go, go! Yeah. I'm using somewhat proper, I think. I'm using all swimsuit chicks and all the event Cs. Alright, so the event's the same as the last one then. We're gonna have to get one from a drop, since it's not gonna sell you 5 of them. You're studying on a Saturday. Wow. Poor Streaky. Have a good one, buddy. Man, you guys are having an unfortunate weekend. Jeez. Studying, school, work. Thanks. Happy Saturday to everybody. Yeah, that's true. That's okay. Ymir knows that as well. Ymir was there for the pulls. Oh. Nah, man, if you need to go to work, dude, go to work. I'm sure I can beat on some half-naked girls. Or Riku. What is with the Amazon Warrior? She likes hanging out with crabs? God damn, she's so out of place, it's not even funny. What the hell is she doing here? Get out of here. I actually know a lot of people are going back to school here. Nice! Someone made another Fuin. Congrats, Jinbron. You're the first in like the last 50. She brought friends. Yeah, I guess that's kind of correct. It's just, it's like small crab, and Amazon Warrior. It's like, oh, okay. That's an odd team up. This one makes a bit more sense. Oh shit, she healed for 500 health. Call the cops, we're done for. Oh, weird too. Considering her base health was what, 80,000? Better pop my 500 heal. Oh, there it is again. Maybe it's just a personal preference, but I enjoy the free rider dude we got from the demon event more than this assassin chick. Yeah. Maybe he was super out of it. Just I enjoy him. I'm like, man, he is so much more useful than her. No, that's the current one. No, it's not. That's just using the old art. Deuces. Have fun counter-striking. Your free Eider dude yet? Who's your free Eider dude? Ushiwakamaru single target supposed to hit like a truck, but somehow Kintoku still beats her on it. But isn't Ushiwaka Hikahaka Chikohaka Tikamaka like a 3-star? I mean, I can kind of understand, I guess, like, when the 3-star champions don't, I don't know, I guess, outclass everybody. I mean, even Stella and all of his 1-star might, the trade-off for that amazing ult is the fact he commits suicide for it. You know, one thing I did notice, that little loli chick who keeps winning the race, is she even a pullable servant anywhere? Because I hadn't seen her for part 1 or part 2 in any sort of like upcoming champion thing at all. That's true. I think Eggtart's own Ushi, some event, some time ago, I can't remember what it was, but like I used her at his request and she like murdered whatever I was fighting. Yeah, I like Helena, the one thing who's like running around with the big lion and the electric guy. Is she? Because it's weird. Because I was looking at like all the events and stuff. I'm like, I figured she'd be here because she's a racing champion. Why would they have her there, but not as a pullable champion or a servant? I probably just missed her, I guess. Okay, these two pirate chicks, they actually have a sword. Like the finale of it, I had to give them credit for it. That was pretty cool what they do. Surprising I didn't quite get it for a second, but after like 5 minutes, it's like, that's what the cross meant. Yeah, there's a skull in the middle, and then they form their guns on each side that interlap with each other, forming a skull and crossbone for the pirate flag. I don't know why I didn't get it at first, but... Oh goodness. 17 parts a drop. It's so nice. That really adds up very quickly. I think I'm aiming for 1,000 in total. That or 500, whatever it was, because you can get the gold experience from these, get another 100 of them, and hope to God level 1 person. Yeah, it was 1,000. Thank you. Who is Ren? You mean the Berserker chick I'm using? She is level 80. I did get those for the Mana Shop. That was nice. I think someone mentioned those to me, and there was 100 of them, and it felt so good, but then they all went super far away. Sad. No, she's not level 80. I have too many people to level. Like, I have to focus on the Frankenstein chick, Nobunaga, the Ranku chick I'm working on, the Tamamo Lancer, plus the Rider Ishtar they give me. It's always somebody. Also, during the 3 times, I'm using 3 times with heavy quotes here, like increased super and greater suck up. I think that, so out of like the 40 or 50 times I tried to level people, I think it happened to me twice. So much for that 3 times rate up, eh? Oh, also, I did get Sherlock Holmes, so I spent a lot of crap. Mostly a lot of the experience getting him up, too. If you got a bonus for being here, I'd be using him as well. Oh, yeah. It was like her little sister or something like that, wasn't it? I remember everybody being like super sad whenever she got wrecked. Yeah. Those things, they don't like me at all. Like, I cannot get those greater and super sucks no matter what it is. I thought with 3 times up, that was my chance. But it was just like, normal. I remember it happened 9 times in a row. I was like, 3 times chance, eh? Like, somebody seems to be really, really off on these numbers.
もいいな。
あなたの刃ですもの。イエス。しょっ。痛いですか？あ、いた。
たまには情報が。
Didn't help too that like a lot of the people I was talking to was like, oh, I just got, you know, rate up. Like I got like 5 in a row. I was like, oh, okay.
承知いたしました。
One day my time will come. I just think Fate Forever wants me to never level characters. Damn. Have a good time studying for your exam. Shit. Ugh. Really, Australia really likes to have tests on Saturdays. Yeah, it's nice to use new servants, it's just... I wish they were a little bit more leveled. It's a great quick support. That's what to say. I don't think I have any great quick characters, but I do have Melt, so I guess that's not actually true. I've been told that Nero's really good. At least from the people using her, they've been doing nothing but gushing about her like crazy. Ow. Thanks for the double crit. That's not good. Entire team realizing the fact that nobody dies. I was gonna say, like, if you have Jack, I don't think you don't need a quick support, because Jack is her own support. She's her own everything. She's just a walking death machine. Nah, we could have kept her alive anyways, because she does have that built-in, what do you want to call it? Like, I guess her evasion, or middle ability? I just don't want to use it yet. So I just basically use Tamamo to stun her. She'd be more clutch if I can get those dragon wings or scales. I need 4 more. I was praying the shop would have it, but no go, so when part 2 comes, that's probably when we'll come around. Yeah, when is Windows not updating at this point? It's like every day I log in, like something else is updating. It's like, oh, okay, what now? Wow. I think the Sphinx may have made a mistake there. Rather than poisoning me to kill me on a later turn, if he just attacked her, she'd be instantly dead. Oh well. Sometimes the CPU's a super genius, other times the CPU, I guess, keyboard mashes. Her third form? Who are you talking about now? 14, 14, 14. Hey, a feather, nice. That's probably done purposely. What is that? Lightning! Ah ha 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 ha! And then a demon voice. See, like, her ascensions and her forms are pretty hot. It's just, it's so random. It's like, it's just wearing a maid outfit, then has a broom, and then a sniper for some reason, and a silencer. Like she's trying to cosplay as 3 things at the same time.
せっかくだ。羽目を外すか。見とれるのはいいが、無様に死ぬなよ。承知いたしました。優雅に決めます。見せてやるとも。しょっ。コンコッと。いいぞ。優雅に決めますとも。しょっ。
Carnival Fanta? Oh, okay. I guess that actually would have made sense if it's from some sort of reference to like a book or an anime or some sort of like visual novel thing. Because it just seems so out of the blue. When in doubt, just assume it's a reference. Gil wanted Artoria for takeout? And in her rage, plucked out of her tuft of hair and turned into a maid sniper. Wanted her for takeout. Is that supposed to be like some sexual euphemism, or did he literally want to eat her? Wow!
に決めましたもん。刃ですもん。
もう終わりなのか？
Apparently. I don't really know how to take that. So many people have to level, it makes me so sad. Is this game good? I like it. I mean, if you just start, you probably won't even be able to do this event. But it's fun. I think most of these events kind of have like a prereq if you need to beat like close to the last level or get near it. Orders her to become his waifu because money. I don't really think Gilgamesh needs to do that for money alone. I mean, he could just summon weapons and whatever from the sky to murder you. That's a pretty good indication that you should probably do what he says or not die. Oh well, I stand corrected. Like every event I tried to do was always like, you need to beat like the last mission. Oh, okay. You know, I used Caster Marie's ultimate thing. Did you know she turns into like some golden crystal goddess thing? It's not at all what you expect, because all of her attacks are based around using a volleyball on people. So I assumed her ultimate would be like some volleyball course popping up and doing like some crazy stuff. Nope. Turned into like some sort of crystal goddess thing and then like attack the enemy with her shining stuff and then buffed me with her shining stuff at the same time. Half AP for the first arc is permanent. Nice. Take it easy, Biz. Have a good night. Pretty sure though, unlike NA and JP, it's probably much easier to try to like level characters. Remember in NA, it's like you run out of NP, or NP, you run out of freaking god damn it, what do you call it? Like stamina so fast. Maybe it's just because I had a lot of golden apples starting on JP, but I feel like it's just easier all around. Stay safe, he's going to bed. Yes, don't get shanked. Stay safe. I'm going to the bed, guys. Stay safe. Yes, I'll try not to be murdered in my sleep. Thank you. The Sphinx. I've seen it before. Where? You literally said it, go to bed. Oh, you said I'm ahead. Haha! Look at that. Gotta love that brain, man. You read those words and you kind of have that like autocorrect in your head going off. I'm ahead, aka I'm going to bed. Look, man, I'm tired. It's been a long day today. Somebody to explain to me what happens here with Marie here. Maybe it's like something from a show / something I don't know about, but yeah, this confuses me. So like, I assume we're going to do some volleyball-based attack. Nope. Flying in the air, and bang. It transforms into like a jellyfish? A giant one at that. Yeah, apparently. I guess that's one way to look at it. Oh, that's much better. Good. Raiku's still in the lead. I thought just by doing her stage once, I'm helping her win, but I need to clear it at least one time. Just don't want her to win. That would be a good idea, but I don't know, rolls haven't been doing that well to me on any of these games lately. Be it Dokkan or Fate this entire week. I think Sherlock's the last thing I pulled of like amazingness. That was like a week ago? And all the games in total since then, I've maybe done like 40 multis. Ooh, whoa, I got transfixed watching Fu. I may have to go to bed after this. I am sleepy. Typically these late night streams aren't so bad because I just wake up, but I'm not waking up this time. I got Nobu and Frankie. See, that's more like a to-be-expected thing, though. Like, when I do, what was it, like 10 multis? If I didn't get at least one of those things, then we have a major problem. Also, the problem is I didn't get Nobu until after I got 3 Frankies. Like, I was starting to get really pissed with that, 'cause it was just like I kept, like, it was turning into a Castamory situation where I keep pulling the same character over and over and over and over and over again. Are you saying you got nothing in 390 quartz? When a constellation prize can give you a mutant starfish. Ooh, did just one shot? Oh. That's not gonna be well. Alrighty then. A ninja crit out of nowhere. I'm copying that. So it looks like we're sharing bad luck this time. I don't want to wish you bad luck, but at least it's nice to me to know that I'm not the only one getting bad luck lately. I actually got her on a single. In fact, I did forget to mention that. So after I got Sherlock, you know, they were giving out tickets for whatever reason just throughout that week. And like every other day, I would just do a single. And it was like, for some reason, like the Call of the Berserker. I rolled the one dude with all the scars on his chest. I don't actually know his name, but he is a Berserker. Then the next day, I did 2 singles and got Hercules. Then the next day, I did a single, just one, and got the pent, angry, pissed off Amazon chick, another Berserker. And then I got Nobunaga from this banner. It's just like, it's a Berserker paradise. And to the guaranteed 5-star summon, I got the 5-star Berserker dude with the rifle and swords. In fact, over the past 2 weeks, I've gotten 5 Berserkers. Beowulf. And for a while I thought that was all I'd ever pull again was more Berserkers. Like, I guess it just became the account of Berserkers. The thing is, I just can't complain about them though, because like Hercules is like the best 4-star in the game. I know the Argatha Penta chick is really good. I know the dude with the rifle and sword is also one of the great Berserkers. I guess the only subpar decent Berserker I got was Beowulf.
きらめくぞ。我が劇場のサビにな。そこを動くな。
I think I've seen Beowulf's MP.
せっかくだもの。
I'm not like recalling at the top of my head, but I know I've seen it because I've actually had Beowulf for, I think, since pretty much the game started. I just never leveled him, so I have him in MP2 now. But I did use it once to see what his MP was. I'm just drawing a blank on it. Whoa, what the? Please don't sing me a song of death. Oh, I've seen his. I remember his very clearly because that dude goes from like normal to pissed off in the blink of an eye. While these new NPs like this are really cool, it's basically challenging themselves because they're going to have to keep making better NPs than these every time, so they have to get more grandiose every time. Apparently, if you have the Saber class logo on you, you have to say the name Saber. I guess that's like a class requirement at this point. Okay, I'm probably going to head to sleep. But before that, we'll do a summon thingy. Maybe my luck will feel a little better. Oh, what did I tell you guys? Berserkers. I don't know what it is, dude. They love me. And another Nobunaga. Nice. I won't complain with that at all. Like I said, I had the Berserker account. You like Berserkers? Well, come on down. You know, the funny thing too is the last 3 Berserkers I pulled all did that too. They were all silver Berserkers who did the lightning thing that turned gold. I don't know what it is with it. Guess you could say it's a little berserk. I'm pretty sure that chick's holding a severed head. Oh. Alrighty. I would have said my luck is pretty silly. Like, you missed all the summons I had to do before this. My summon, I mean, it's nice to have Nobu, but it doesn't make my luck silly, it makes it normalized. The characters I don't have for this banner, the Caster Nero and the bunny chick in the background. That's the second Nobunaga I have, and the third Frankenstein. Time to grow in power, my friend. Spend my last ticket? Sure. Why not? I think I have 2 of them, actually. No, I do have 1. Never mind. You're right. For some reason I thought I had 2. I was gonna say, it's a berserker. Here comes the lightning. It'd be really funny if that was another Nobunaga. Okay, I'm gonna head to bed. I'll do some more of this tomorrow when I'm far more awake, but I can tell how dead I am tonight. But thank you for hanging out with me. Probably the most chill stream I've ever had ever. I wish you all luck in your races and your pulls and all that good stuff, and I will see you then. Until then, I bid you farewell. Goodbye now.